What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. We may not have rugby, but rugby is indeed in the news. And this time it is Saracens who have made headlines with certain players breaking social distancing protocol. Billy Vunipola was the main man who's been highlighted in the situation. But it's not just Billy who's been nailed. Alex Good, Nick Ezekwe from England internationals have also been caught, as well as Scotland and Lion Sean Maitland and prop Josh, picking up takeaway coffees with photographs carried by newspaper The Daily Mail showing the group all in close proximity to each other. So in other words, they're breaking the social distancing rule. Now of all times is the toughest time to be a sports star or social media influencer or a celebrity, because as soon as you break a certain rule, you are nailed. And, you know, we all probably are 50-50 on this, because they think, oh man, it was a takeaway coffee, what's so big? Or like last month when Richie Mwanga was caught for having a small training session, which technically wasn't as bad as the media make it out to be. But at the end of the day, we're all trying to fight this pandemic. We're all trying to abide by the rules. And as tough as it is being an influencer or a sports star or a hero, these guys unfortunately need to do these things, because as soon as there are people, the media are cruel. They can be great and then they can be cruel, because they're deliberately out there to find fault in sports stars or celebrities, and then they'll publish it online, and then a small situation that you and me might think, it's not that bad, turns into a massive protocol. And the problem is, in the UK right now, I mean, the death tolls continue to rise. The number of infections continue to rise. People are losing jobs. People are losing family members. It is really getting out of hand. And it's important for these sports stars to abide by the rules and to encourage their friends, family, and fans to follow the rules of social distancing and this whole lockdown procedure. We all want to get outside. We all want to see our mates. We all want to play sport. We all want to do the necessity to keep our lives going, and we all want to work to keep our jobs alive. But unfortunately, due to this pandemic, we can't. We have to abide by the rules. And whether you work from home or whether you are now allowed to work in the office, at the end of the day, if we all work together, this will slow down eventually. But I feel for these guys, I really do. And I felt for Richie Mwanga when he came out and explained his side of the story. It's because the smallest things just get turned into a fire. But at the end of the day, whether you like it or disagree, they were breaking protocol, and they have noted it. The players accepted that they made an error in judgment and apologised for any upset caused. The British government guidelines on social distancing at public gatherings of more than 2 people are very clear, and the club has been vigorous in its messaging to all players and staff members about the importance of adhering to these guidelines whilst in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. Management has spoken to the players involved, all of whom accept they made an error in judgment and have apologised for any upset they have caused. So I fully get it. They need to get out and they need to do these things. But Saracens laid out the rules. And when you have international heroes and stars around the world disobeying these rules, then obviously shit's going to hit the fan. And it's like I said, it's a tough job being an influencer right now, because the smallest thing, the media can be so cruel to rip you apart, and then you're forced to do these kind of things or apologise. But yeah, you know, we're going to see this happen more and more. People are just, we're struggling with the fact that we need to sit at home, do nothing, and try and find ways to keep ourselves entertained. So these guys were looking, let's go for a quick takeaway coffee. What's the harm in that? But hey, there's photographers snapping every single way to get you nailed. There are some good ones out there, but there are also the cruel ones. And I know in the UK, the British media can be vile. And clearly this was pointed out. So, apology accepted from me as an outsider and a fan. It's one of these things that just seem to be happening. But as sports stars and heroes, they need to abide by the rules. Hope you're all keeping well. Hope you're all keeping safe. Hopefully we'll get out of this one day soon. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you real soon for another one. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.